Hey guys, Uncle Ray. Welcome to another episode of the Crypto Bellwether. On this channel, we cut through the hype and the noise and give you the non-biased information you can use to hopefully capitalize on the biggest opportunity in history, and that is this current bull run. Now, I don't always tell you what you want to hear, but I tell you what you need to hear. Now, guys, in this video, we're going to dive into the charts. We're going to look at Bitcoin dominance. We're going to look at stablecoin dominance. We're going to look at the market without Bitcoin and Ethereum. And then we're going to look at the charts of Render and AIOZ and Ondo, Caspa, Quant, and ICP. Now, what I want to accomplish in this video is for you to understand the big picture. And hopefully it'll be a lot of alpha for other charts as well. Because here's my biggest concern for this current bull run is in the last bull run and the one before that and the one before that, there was a whole lot less competition. In the last bull run, there was roughly 14,000 tokens, 14,000 projects. Now there's like 120,000 projects. We are launching like meme coins every 30 seconds. There's probably 14,000 meme coins out there. Now, yes, a lot of them are just, rug pulls and they're not going to capture a lot of money, but no matter what, there is a dilution in the market cap because of pure competition. So what that tells me personally, before we dive into the rest of the video, is what that tells me personally is take profits faster, and the projects like the older blue chips and the projects that don't have a sexy narrative that's not getting a lot of attention, they're probably not going to make an all-time high. And if they do, they're definitely probably not going to, go way above that all-time high. For whatever that's worth, that's for you guys to decide. Anyway, before we dive into the charts, hit that like button. All right, guys. What you're looking at on the screen is Bitcoin dominance, and it is not going down. It's basically just been steady, 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 and it doesn't look like it's doing anything but getting stronger. That tells you the smart money and the big money is just staying steady. They would rather buy Bitcoin than altcoins. We are way away from altcoin season. Now, altcoin season could start tomorrow, but as it sits now, the probability is showing on the charts. We are not even close to an altcoin season. Now, based on what I was talking about earlier, I believe there's still a ton of money to be made. I can't be more bullish long term for Bitcoin and crypto in general, but I think it's more important that you are in the projects that have the hype and the narratives. This is not a utility bull run. Heck, it's a meme coin, hyped up AI, maybe gaming bull run as it sits now. Now, one thing that really got me thinking, and hopefully you'll think about it in depth, is I was watching a podcast with someone I really, really admire. He's extremely intelligent, been around a long time, very wealthy person. And he was basically saying, look, if your portfolio's not outperforming Bitcoin, why didn't you just buy Bitcoin? Why don't you buy Bitcoin? And he also said this, which I'm not saying I necessarily agree with that. Now, I do in the bear market. But he also said, look, if your project isn't doing well compared to Bitcoin right now, this far into the bull run, what makes you think it's going to make an all-time high? Because historically, if a project is going to run and make a new all-time high, it would be, it will run kind of in tandem with Bitcoin, at least roughly keep pace. And then when altcoin season comes, yeah, it blows it out of the water. But the point he was making is, Look at all the projects already made a new all-time high are the ones that are really, really close. But if your favorite project, whatever that project is, if it's not halfway to its all-time high or even a third, what makes you think it's just going to come out of nowhere, especially if it's not part of that sexy narrative? Right, guys? Like, let's talk about the last bull run, the older blue chips, the XRPs, XLM, Quant, Love Quant, Link, and all those. Guys, that banking reset narrative, that's a dead narrative. It will never come back. And if it does come back, it will not be talking about those projects. Now, a lot of people are going to disagree with that, but when that banking reset comes, guys, you're not even going to notice it. And the banking reset is going to show the dominance of the legacy banks and SWIFT. No one's going to take over SWIFT, not in the next 10, 15, 20, 25 years. No one's going to overtake JP Morgan. You know, the big boys that are moving money around with cross-border payments and all that, they are only getting stronger. Don't let people kid you. Anyway, this is the total three. This is the market cap without Bitcoin and Ethereum. And you can look, guys, it's going down and down. Now, it's not going down hard, but it is making, that looked positive there. Well, no, this is a lower low and a lower high. So unless it turns around really quick, more people are going to start taking profits. Now, when you look at USDT, and guys, I'll be honest, I need to do a better job at bringing it to your attention and dang sure bringing it to my attention. Because here's one thing, this is the number one indicator for when to take profits when it's game over, right? Whenever that is. But we can use it every single day. It's still a chart. Look at this. And I'll be honest, I haven't been paying attention to it. But if you would have been watching this chart, you would have said, wow, USDT is going down, down, and down. That's people investing, getting out of their USDT, getting into crypto. And now what are they doing? You would have, about right there, you would have saw that was a breakout. And that would have been a phenomenal time to take profits. And yes, a week later, you may have been thinking you were wrong. But if you look at this uptrend, guys, there is no indication whatsoever that this is not going to go up and up short term. People are taking profits. So that being said, and I am not telling anyone to run out and take profits, but just know the charts are telling us we probably got some more short-term pain coming. And short-term pain may become long-term pain. And that's where coaching might come in. And I do one-on-one coaching. We'll talk about that after we take a look at these charts if you need some help, guys. All right. Here's what you really want to see in a market. You want to compare all your tokens. When you look at the charts, look at Render. This thing has just did wonderful during this bear market and now into the bull run. Look how strong it is short term. When everything else right now is going down, it's holding steady. It's not making new lows, and it's starting to accumulate above other prices, right? It's not in the bear market accumulation stage, and that's what we want to talk about. Now let's look at AIOZ, one of my biggest bags. Look how strong and steady this is. Now, this yellow line, guys, is the 21-day EMA. I think it's a big indicator. If you go back and back test it, pretty much anytime a strong token gets under that 21-day EMA, and you can use the SMA moving average is really great, 21-day, you see that it bounces. And it's a really good time to buy. But it can keep going up, up, and up. But if it pulls back under that 21-day moving average or EMA, it's probably a good time to buy if it's a strong token. Now, Ondo Finance, same thing, holding pretty steady. It's getting a little bit under the 21 EMA, but I have no doubt it will probably get back above it or stay with it. I think it's still strong. Now, Caspa, same thing, looks pretty good. And see how it got a little bit, it kept getting below it, but every time it bounced. But it is starting to get lower and lower, but it's still above the 21. All right, now check out this, guys. This is Quant. This is not what you want to see. Now, the difference in those other charts, even though it is staying with the 21, it's in a downtrend. And when you look at it long term, this is not, and I love Quant, even though I did a video saying I'm probably going to sell my Quant. And here's what you don't want to see. Quant is all the way back down to the accumulation stage of its lows of the bear market. This was right here, if I remember correctly. This was right after FTX and all that, where everything was just dead. But guys, you don't want to see this back in the accumulation phase, in my opinion. And again, I love Quant. I still own it. I haven't sold it yet. But here's my thought process. I am going to sell Quant, but then I'm going to leverage trade it. So I have no inkling to hold it long term, none. But I've been saying I'm going to do this, and I'm finally going to do it. You know, anytime Quant gets down under $100, it's probably going to go back up. Now, I don't know if it's still going to hit an all-time high, but even if it does, that's only 3 or 4x from here. That's not worth tying up money for me. All right. And this is AGIX. Again, it's staying above the 21, and it's still in an uptrend. Looks pretty solid. ICP. It's, see, that's bad right there, guys. I don't like that. That doesn't look like it's going to go back up above. And if it breaks this low, and if you look right here, here's the liquidity. I think ICP is going lower. Actually, I'm probably going to look at the charts and put it on my list to short. Doesn't mean it's not going to, you know, still make an all-time high. Not, it won't make an all-time high, but it will make, I think ICP will still make a new high for this bull market. I still own my ICP, but I was hoping for a short-term rally to sell it, but I can still hold it long-term and short it. And here's Bitcoin dominance. Here's what you want to see, guys. And hopefully I'm making sense. I know I'm rambling. You want to see whatever project you own getting stronger against Bitcoin. If not, you should own Bitcoin. Because if your token is not getting stronger against Bitcoin, that means you're going to go, it's going to go down more and more. And think about this. Even if it's, you know, Bitcoin starts to go up and maybe even hit an all-time high, if it's not outperforming Bitcoin, right, as a ratio, when Bitcoin goes down, every day Bitcoin goes down, it will go down harder. Remember that. So that tells you that if, let's say, we wake up tomorrow and Bitcoin's down 10%, AGIX is probably down 8%, right? That's what that tells you. And the probability is what you want to know. Same with render. Look at this. Render's getting stronger against Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin's down tomorrow, odds are render is down less. Now this is internet computer against Bitcoin. It's going down, and it's broke the 21-day. And guys, I don't I mean, it needs to bounce. I'm still not giving up, but if you look at the liquidity, it's all above there. ICP could just keep bleeding. Now, I say this with love about Quant, but guys, when you see that right there, why would anyone buy that? Again, I say it with love. We know what the chart looks like, but this is Quant versus Bitcoin. It has been bleeding all year, the entire year. From January 1, you would have rather had, say, $10,000 of Bitcoin than $10,000 worth of Quant. And it has no signs of not going lower. Let's look at the very short term. Here's the monthly. It's just barely bleeding. The weekly, yeah, just dead sideways. And today, pretty much dead sideways. Anyway, guys, hopefully this is making a little bit of sense to you. What I'm trying to get you to understand is if you're looking for new projects or if you're looking to swap, you want to find the ones that are holding the strongest, because the ones that are not, moving up in this bull run, even though we're pulling back, we're let's just say we're a third of the way. Well, your project should be a third of the way going to wherever it's at. Now, yes, there's going to be news. There's going to be a lot of stuff happening. And I have no doubt that pretty much everything's probably going to pump. But it's how much are they going to pump? Because you got to think, guys, if a project, let's just say Solana is what, 80% to its all-time high. Well, if we start altcoin season tomorrow, Solana can absolutely rip, right? Well, if Solana was, say, at $30 right now, and then we go into altcoin season, that rip might not take it to its all-time high, if that makes sense. So that's all I want to bring to your attention. That being said, guys, let me know what you think in the comments section. And I do one-on-one coaching. It's 3 Zoom or phone calls. We go through your portfolio. We talk about stuff like this. We talk about dollar cost averaging in, dollar cost averaging out, answer any question, and hopefully help you compare your projects to another. Because, guys, there is so much misinformation, so much more hype. And what I do is I invest bull run to bull run outside of Bitcoin. I will have everything sold when this bull run is over. And guys, if you don't take profits, you'll become the prophets. That's all I got for you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments section. Hit that like button. Look out for the coaching if you need it. And come back and be part of this community. Take care, guys.